In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forests dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built and built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with steel upon spilt. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden and banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. A mother rains both sky and land, her tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Misty glades and valleys deep, the mighty Jarls reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride. The journey goes on to where we don't know. Oh, Father, can you see me fight on? Will the journey end with the last demon slain, or will we be sailing again? To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken.
Hello and welcome everybody. King Under the Mountain, I'm happy to see you. I missed you. You made yourself a little bit rare in the last few weeks. We are going to start the game ASAP. I hope I started the right one. Let's see. There we go. Namenfälle and spelling once in a while. Speaking it is easier as writing. Yeah, that's the same holds true for approximately every language. Let's see, we do need Maigo And we do need Mygo's World. Here we go. Dwarfs are rare. Absolutely sure you are. Also in the Mistlands and also in the Ashlands, you are rare. We are... Oh, I forgot to... Wait, let me disable the Raven hints. I have been playing with the Raven hints on my private game. Where is that nasty bird? Well, he will be there later. Let's sleep first. We need to go back to the Mistlands and find more things there. I think we have not yet found sufficient black cores. Let me have a look-see. We have 4. 4 is 1 less than we would need to make do. Let's have a look. We have dead things all over the place here. I think we have to try and fetch back our logs before we go somewhere. Where is food? What are we going to eat? That and that. I think we will get away with using that. Let me get the log saddle, and there should be some cloudberries somewhere. Like exactly there. Gonna feed them a little bit, collect them back, feed them, nourish them back to health. We should be doing some serious building too. Problem here is, as always, we have no time. I think they changed something about logs and birch trees. Like, we have been keeping logs between those birch trees for quite a long time now, and none of the birch trees got felled by them. Not a single one. Which is pretty strange if you ask me. I can remember that they got destroyed in a jiffy by them in earlier playthroughs. Man, look at my Luxies. They are all the way up there. Let's get them back down there. 'Cause I do want more of them. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, man. Do I have to? The logs should be able to handle that. Well, we get more logs meat. Look at that. It's true. They changed something because the birch trees are now too hard for the logs to fell. And they used to be not too hard for the logs to fell. That is quite interesting. Wow. We are going to be having so much logs meat, wolf meat, that is unholy. Oh, look at all of that here. How long does this event even go? Not quite sure. The hunt is over. Okay. Well, there I was thinking we could go and do some mist landing. Instead, we are picking up stuff here and collecting back our lucks. And look at all of that stuff. Wow. Let's drop that off a little bit. Ow, that will hurt. And fetch our logs back. That is a lot of stuff here. And I'm wet. Duh. Okay. Boah. So much. Look at that. One of my logs is all the way over there. Come here. I think we do have to do some tree felling here. If the logs cannot get rid of the birch trees, we have to do that ourselves, I'm afraid. Okay, now that one. What's all of that? Stones. Gerda. We lost her partner. I think the male named one is lost in the mist. So now we have to fetch logs. More wolf things. Ah, come on. There, have those two. Some of them do look very disheveled. And we've gained a lot of stone in this process. There's one up here too. I can hear more wolves. And mosquitoes. A little hard to see things here. You okay up there? Look at all of that. I'm gonna eat wolf skewer for a long time. There was more here. And here. I think I never had such a yield from a hunted event. Like this is bonkerdoodles. That 1-8, okay. Need to unload. We can pick up more. That is really uncanny. There is some noise here. Where? Aha, there. Stop, 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 don't. Okay. Hey. Oh, man. Gah. Ah, duh. Yeah, I know you love me. Stop it. No. Shooby-dooby-doo. Disadvantage of doing night shift and watching streams when you just woke up, wondering why someone used them. Then really it's das Berg, not their Berg. It is their Berg. But in this case, you are der König unter dem Berg. That's like German grammatic works. Sorry. I know, it's confusing. German grammatics, that's bunkerdoodles. With all the genders and then all the cases and all of that. That is just absolutely bonkers. Man, so many stuff here. Anaufnehmen, yes. And under, unter is the same. Okay, I think we caught all the nonsense in here. Oh, there is more mystery. But I think we've got all the locks in here at least. With that, a hair trophy. Well, probably we don't need that. Had to learn that drove expect exceptions as well as all the lists until it drove me bonkers. Rest assured, it drives Germans bonkers too, because we have to learn that stuff in school too. Being a native and making no mistakes while talking does not mean you are exempt from learning the rules in school. Wow, I really am wondering how many wolf things I picked up here. That was quite a lot. I think now I got everything that was glittering around here. And we've got more cloudberries to feed our locks with. Yeah, many languages had case systems. English had too. And then somebody decided that it was impractical and it should be abandoned, and nobody used it anymore. But Germans are way too stubborn to just abandon their difficult grammar. Okay. I think now we've got every glittery. And we've got a veritable herd here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 logs. Nice. Okay, friends, I'd wish for you to eat because some of you are a little bit hurt, and it would be a very good thing if you ate. Okay, I think we picked up everything now, and the whole day is gone just fetching logs. Now let's see. No room in inventory. I'm gonna be dropping the things that are not whole flute, so we can pick up all of that stuff and then count how much we've got here. Oh, man, look at the sheer numbers. Look at that. That is 86 wolf meat and over 114. Wow, that is bonkers. I think we are going to have wolf carpets all over the place because we can. So where is... we had there and there and there. Oh, trophy. Okay. We had trouble get all of that stuff into our boxes before, and now even more. Duh. Look at all of that. We are rich. Okay, berries. Money. And where did I put the trophies? Good question. That is a hair trophy that goes in here. There is another hair trophy in there. I think we have to think up some storage solution, because we have all kinds of nonsense every which way up here. And this is the place where we wanted to carry down all of that here, so we could build a zip-zap machine after we got the last 4. What are you doing here? You should stay out of the swamp, friend. Ooh, where is my luck saddle? Did I leave that on some logs? Or did I drop it? Not pick it up? Where's my log saddle? Now that is curious. Did I put it back in the box? Doesn't look like it. Where is that thing gone? None of the logs is wearing it. Hey, go to. Good evening. Huh. We lost a log saddle. That is very bad. Those things are quite expensive. That is very strange. Where did that thing go? Yeah, which one was that? Oh! My husband came to tell me that I put it on that logs. Man! The only day when I can play longer in the evening is on Fridays, and Fridays is the day when I do play when I have to stream. All of the other days in the week I need to go to bed early. I will be able to play longer when I'm on vacation, but that is not a regular thing. So yeah, that's the problem. I can play on Fridays, and that's it. My husband came to tell me where I left that log saddle. He's such a cutie. Try make next trophy event on a Friday. Yeah, if you can, but I have been talking about that, and the others said they have no time on Fridays, so I don't want to be the one restricting the others, and so that is... If there would be an event on a Friday, I would try to participate. You just make one and slap them in. Cute. Yeah, if there was one on a Friday, I would participate for sure. But yeah, let's see what comes of it. I'm not interested in doing some multiplayer saga things, because that would again mean I would need to be in the chat, and then my audience is English speaking, and I would need to speak English with them, and the others would speak German, and everything would get confusing. So, but a regular Trailblazer, trophy hunt, whatever, I will participate. I'm happy my husband told me where I left that saddle, because I was really getting a little bit distraught about losing a log saddle. That stuff is expensive. Okay, now let's go eat something and then we go back to the Mistlands because we have to get another black core food. Well, it's not easy for some people. English is a difficult language. I think we go with that and that. Have a little bit more, and we need to be cooking some lox pie. Okay, what I do want to try, because we still need more settling cores. This is where we live, right here. We have been not all the way over here. There is some unexplored stuff there and some unexplored stuff down here. We do have our pocket portal back home. No, we don't. It's somewhere on the way. Okay, we're gonna go and see where that is. I don't know if I am capable of learning how to do such an event. Okay, we need to rename that one here sap because we put our sap extractors here. That is what we need to do. This is a bad position for sap, but there is so many roots here, so we're gonna put that portal in the middle there. I think reconfigure that a little bit here. Try to get all of that sorted a little bit. We need to bring that sap extractor over to the other side too. Okay, I have no idea how that will work with teams either, and I'm really dubious about it. I don't have the slightest idea if I can make that work. If you find out, contact me, let me know. Okay, we're gonna put that here, I think. And then we can put that sap extractor in here and have them a little closer. And we're gonna bring the wisp torches over too, because we don't need them on this side. There is so many roots here that I think we have to reconfigure that a little bit. Don't need 16 wisp torches around here. Probably we don't need that one in here either. Let's get that to the other side too. Can put that on this side of that root, so it's closer to the other one. And then gonna put some torches around here. Yeah, I think that's way better. One here, one there, and if we get more, we can always add some more here. We don't need that one, I think. I think that's better. We're good with that. Okay, we need to pick up another portal. We need to rename that one here sap. We to have a sap portal. What is this? Number 10. Ah, okay. Let's rename that one for sap for a second here, so we can rename that one because I want my pocket portal back. Okay. That is not the worst. Good. Gonna leave that here. I don't know where here is really on the map, but that does not matter as long as we do have a portal here. Cool. Now this goes back to number 10 because I don't know what number 10 really is. And then we have some of that and some of that. And then I think we had some soft tissues somewhere there. And we do need another pocket portal. So 20 of that. We are 4 torches short. And that. And where is the ice? We are a little short on ice, huh? That. And we are a little short on circling cores too. I think. If we don't have things over at our first base in the forest. Let's see what we have there. If we have something here still. Yeah, we do have a lot of circling cores and other things in here still. No ice though, it looks like. Lots of bones, lots of that. Lots of that. And a lot of circling cores. Okay. And all of that is empty too. I keep rechecking every week because, oh, there is some meat in here that we don't really need. We should bring that stuff at some point. Seeds. Old gear. And a bunch of money. Okay, if we need onions, there are some onions planted here. What is in here? Nothing. And then we have loads of coal here. It's full. It's full. Okay, all of that is full. Full. So we have enough to be smeltering even more black metal. And I don't think we have a shortage of black metal. Should put it in my inventory too. Yep. Yep. Give me that. Okay, with the wisp light. Circling 1, circling 2. Good, we have circling portals. That is not the worst. I wanted to go to the Mistlands instead. I'm checking inventory again. Ooh, we do need iron. We do need iron. We do need iron so badly. That's a fact. We went and looked at all of that stuff there. There is no sunken crypt in that. So, what we gonna do? "16 minutes on the bread." Who are you? You one of mine? Nah, he's not one of mine. Okay. I think what we're gonna be trying to do, we're gonna be following that coastline here and see how far we can get until we get to this side. And have a second look at all of that here. Because in my head, we might have missed a lot of things in our first rather rushed expectation of seeing things here. So we might have missed things. And then we try and rectify that. And see if we can find more things here. I think I can hear seekers. I definitely hear a seeker soldier somewhere. And a gyal. The gyal is right over there. We need to get out further. I thought I heard seekers, but I'm not so sure now that I really heard seekers. Well, there is no blue lights here anywhere. There is. Look at that. What is that? That is burger. That is an excavation site here. That is the one excavation site where we got one of the extractors from. Okay, I think we need to get home because it's getting quite late. I'd like to get up there. I'm not sure what I'm hearing here. There is some noises. There is a seeker soldier somewhere there. Okay. I'm gonna put down the workbench up here. I don't know how far into that we are already. Would love to make out the coastline a little bit there. There is some tiny islandy thingy. Are we on this here or are we just here? Hard to make out. We need to get home. It's getting late. Okay, we have not gained a lot here. I think we are going to have some wolf carpet in here because we can. We'll raise the comfy levels in here, and we should have a brazier in here too. How about some wolf carpet in here too? Because we can. Malina, good evening. Good to see you. I'm okay. Like, I had a bad headache last week on Friday. That's why I cancelled the stream on Friday. But I'm good now. I'm good today. Okay, we have some hacking going on outside there somewhere. And where do we want to put... Let's put it in here, and I think we have to do something. Those stupid cackling monsters are hacking at things here. Destroying my workbenches, which is bad because they are here for spawn proving, and if they get destroyed they can't do the spawn proving, and I don't necessarily want to... Oh wow, managed to throw that real bad. What's going on here? Skelly, okay. That's Skelly. Drogger. More stones. Oh, we can use the stones. We do need to build a garden wall. Yeah, let's go. Let's get some rest. Usually headaches are a normal thing in my life. They occur and go away. Okay, before we go sleep, I think we're gonna have a break. We have been at it for nearly an hour. I need to drink something, lest I get the next headache. Gonna have a short break here, do some drinking and stretching legs, and then we go on.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forest dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built, and should you fall, you will arrive at home with steel pumps built. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. A mother rains both sky and land, her tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken.
Okay, we back. Oh, wait, I have to move my graphics tablet out of the way so I can see. Now I can click on that. There we go. And we have a microphone. You can hear me? Okay. I had a funny experience. I started up OBS Studio for streaming, and the software told me it wanted to update 1 hour before the start of the stream. Welp, that was a little bit frightening. Oh, we have to make some lox pie. What's with the lox meat? We do have plenty. Do we have the... Yes, we do. And cloudberries. Lox pie. Let's make a bunch. Let's hope for some ting. Gimme, gimme. Ha! At least one. Okay, that goes back. And that goes back. We need a little bit of wood to fire up the oven. I should have a second oven or so. We have to bring over... the circling cores so we can have more oven. Gonna drop that off here. I don't want to sort that right now. Gonna bake those 4. And the other 7 can stay in here. We're gonna eat that. And that. And the bread. And we need to repair things to make sure we don't run around without repaired gear. Breaking stuff would not be a good. Well, we have fantastic fog in here. Gimme that. I want to go. We need more ovens. We need at least another oven, or a third one even. Because this is ridiculous. Okay. We're good for 4 more days. Now, let's see what we can achieve in the mist. That, and make sure we have everything. In one run I had the misfortune to lose the circling cores. That is sketch. If I jump down there I'm gonna get so badly hurt. I need to get down on this side somehow without breaking my neck, ideally. Here, maybe? Ow! Well, man, that hurt. Mistlands, yeah, we are having fun in the mist with no map to guide us. We have to try and work it out without. I'm so bad with those. That is not working. Okay, that Stumpy Stump is right over there. And down there is water. So if we jumped over here... Oh man, that is bad terrain to fight a Stumpy Stump. Ow! Hurtful, painful. What is that? Look at that. Okay, somewhere here. Right down there. Ha! Like that is the worst terrain you could be in to fight. Can I shoot it from here eventually? At least with that. This is so bad. I don't know what the terrain is like down there. Well, no fun, I'd say. At all. Okay. Maybe we can get it from here. It would be much nicer if I could jump around and use the spear, but this terrain here is like the worst to fight a Seeker soldier. Gonna play it safe here. Did we get the mandible? Yeah, we did. Okay. What's down here? Oof, look at that terrain here. We do have our pickaxe, yeah? Okay. Because I got stuck in terrain like that once. I could not come out anymore. And that was like no fun. So I make a point to always have my pickaxe with me. Okay. Aha. 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 Look at that. There is a lot of guys over there. Huh. Probably we should put up our portal for safety reasons if we were to die there. We would want to come back. Can I put the portal? Thank you. There. Like right over there is an infested mine. And because I see the seekers over there, I'm quite sure we've never been here. Now where have they gone? There were like 4 or so of them. Huh. Maybe it would be better to get there from the other side? I don't know. Let's try the other side. Because from this side, it's really hard. But if we went over on the other side... Can we even get up there? It's the big question here. Man, this is terrible terrain. I would not want to try and fight. Them beasties from this side. From the... Ah, we cannot even see anything from this side. Oy, boy. Are we on the correct... Whoa! Oh no! I died. And I have no portal down. Because I did not fall straight. I did hit the ground and then I hit it again. Oh boy, now we are in trouble. Ah, yes, that is absolutely no feather cape, nope, because we own exactly 4 black cores. And 4 black cores mean no sub machine. Oh my gosh, well, I hit the ground twice. If I had fallen in one fell swoop, I would have survived. But I hit the ground once, and then I was under the necessary... Let's see, we have that. That is the loincloth of the bear. Do we have anything else here? We are a little under-equipped here. We have a loincloth of the bear. Well, that is at least a little bit of armor. And the patterns of the bear. Oh shoot. want to have at least a little bit of something. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need food. That and that and that. We need another pocket portal just for the sake of not doing that again. We need some arrows in case of intervention of something nasty. There should be some arrows somewhere here. Well, that is... Well, we've got one of both of those, and then, yeah. I'm gonna put that on level 4, and then we go, because what else is there to do? Oh my. The world is hard. Come here. Get killed. No root vest. That happens to many. Oh, wait, before we go. We do have a second Wisp Light, because I am not Threat Menace. I cannot run around in the Mistlands without a Wisp Light. But we do have a second one. I made 2, especially for that purpose. Thank you for making a clip. Thank you. We know how not to die. Okay. At least we do have... Gosh, those hurt so bad. Okay. At least we have a general idea of where we died. Over there. Finding my dead body is going to be quite a nuisance. No. I'm opting out of that. We are not going to be engaging with seekers here. No, no. Okay, let's get off here. Who's Threat Menace? Good question. I don't know. Okay. Cannot really say where that was. Okay, that is where the Dwerger live, and we were further down the coastline. The good thing is now I can find out if my Girl Scout abilities are good enough to find my way back to where we fell and not do it again. Okay, that over there, that is where the seekers are, where the infested mine is. Now how do I get down there without killing myself again? Yeah, those sounds are not good. There is a Gyal somewhere there. And the seekers are... It has to be... Yeah, I found my corpse. Look, 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 I found it. I found it. Now, that was a bit of doing. I'm gonna put that on here real quick. And we're gonna get a portal down. And get all of that stuff home. That was a swift recovery. I had thought that would be worse. But that was okay. I had little to no trouble getting my stuff. Ooh, man. Bye, GoTo. Thank you for stopping by. Have fun. Ooh. Shooby-dooby-doo. That was no fun. Okay, we're gonna put the spare armor in here just to make sure we do have some. That is the Fenris trousers. And then there is the wolf cape. And thus we are fully clad. That needs to go in here. And that needs to go in here. And that needs to go back in the box. Whew. That is de facto our first death in this playthrough. We have not died before. So probably it's not that bad. I'd like to keep track of how many times I died. So probably we will have to have some writing on the wall. There should be some coal in here somewhere. There. We're gonna put a sign here. Color red. Oh wait, red. Mm. 1st death day. I don't know which day it is. We have to go and look at the next day to find out which day it is today. Man, those goblins outside, they go on my nerves. Cool, goes back in here. Trophy goes up there. And some seeker meat. And that. Okay, we are alive. Gonna go sleep and then remember the day. I'm happy that we have recovered that with little... Oh, look! Look, look, look! After recovery, it shows up. It was not there when I was searching for the corpse. But after I recovered the corpse, it is now there. Now that is way convenient. I like that. Okay, we're gonna have a short break here. Oh, I need a cigarette and something to drink. My gosh, my nerves. We're gonna have some music.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forests dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with skill upon spilt. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden and banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. A mother rains both sky and land, her tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail?
Gonna be honest with you, the moment I fell and I saw that I would not survive, my mouth went dry. Dry like desert dust. Because no map, Mistlands. My only saving grace there was that I knew where those Dwerger excavation Dwergers were, so that helped. But now we have to do something. Oh my. I think we're gonna bring some extra food for security reasons, because we have eaten quite late. And we have to bring ooze bombs. Do we have ooze bombs? That does not look like we have ooze bombs. Do we have the materials to make ooze bombs? Yes. We have ooze and we do have some resin somewhere, I hope. Yeah, okay. Let's have us some ooze bombs. Ooze bombs. Gonna make 50. Whew. I think we're gonna leave that portal where it is for the moment and rename that to number 11. Just to have it there in case of accidents, because there is a second portal. There is a number 10 portal somewhere. 11 should not be used now. Okay. I don't know where the number 10 portal is. We have written it down somewhere, I think. Okay. So we know 11. There is another pocket portal in here. Can't carry too much of that stuff. Okay. So we know that that portal is on the other side of that infested mine, and that infested mine should be right up there if I am not completely mistaken. We shall see. Look at that. Okay. Ow! Ow, that hurt! Ow, ow! Ow, ow, ow! To be careful here with that guy. Ugh! One seeker down. Okay, there should be more. I saw at least 3 or so. How did I catch that one? Maybe not get fall damage again? We cannot eat yet. There were at least 3 seekers there. Where have they all gotten to? Okay, there is one down there. Stay down there, I'm gonna shoot ya. Ooh, don't fall yourself. Ah, they are in the water, which is nice. Can't reach them from here. But I don't want to drop in the water myself, because that would be fabulously stupid. Now where's the last one? I think it went around the bend there, trying to get to me from the other side. Let's get our pocket portal down here. Because we do have another infested mine to investigate. We have to keep in mind that there is still a seeker out there to get us if we are not careful. I'm above 100 so I'm good, yeah. But falling into the water next to a seeker could prove deadly even above 100. We're gonna eat before we go in there. And we're gonna drop off that stuff in here, and we're gonna have that on number 8. And we're gonna see what we can do in here without getting ourselves killed, hopefully. Ooh, I can see a black core. What can we get here? Nothing really. Nothing coming? Huh. Okay. Okay. That is the best way to deal with ticks, if you ask me. Don't get overwhelmed by them. More coming? Huh, all of the noises I can hear are way away from anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna jump a bomb there and there. That should take care of all of that nonsense here. There is another circling core. Oh my gosh. A red one. Oh boy. That is painful. There's ticks. I do hate ticks so much. Ticks are the worst. Whew. I do hate ticks. There is a Christmas room in there. Gonna survey everything here first before we try. There is stuff behind that, most likely. There is another circling core there. It's not a circling core. Get your shit together, girl. I'm gonna cook those first here. Make sure get an easier life here. And we're gonna cook that blue one, that red one there. A little more. That is so bad. That is so bad. Okay, we killed all of those at least. That's good. I'd like to see if something would show up. 2-star seeker, yeah. I can tell you I'm not amused. Because that to kill that thing will be quite a nuisance. Yeah, ooze bombing that guy, but I guess it's not gonna be doing too much, because that thing has more life than one would expect. So this is not gonna be fun. Yep. Whoa! Look at that! We reach! We reach! I think we have one of those. I think we're gonna leave that here in case we don't have one of those. How bad is like you're going in and it spawns at the entrance and you're playing on hard and it one-shots you. Yeah, thank you. That, no. I have no intention of doing that. Is there something behind that? There is a fragment there. Yeah, two-handed sword too, and I'm not quite sure if we have one of those already. Chat is delayed like half an hour. Okay. How did those get in here? Okay. Okay, that is downstairs. Yeah, of course, if you throw enough of the ooze bombs, it will be deaded. But not sure I want to spend like a gazillion ooze bombs on that. I'm gonna be spending one on that side and see if there's nothing behind that. And then what's here? There is ticks beyond that. Okay. There is dead ticks behind that now. Hopefully. Whew. We could probably give it... Huh. Let me try something. Maybe if we get through here, maybe we can reach it with the headgear through that wall here. Can we? Oh my gosh. Did you hear that noise? You can reach nothing through that wall, which is a real pity. I think we would not even... Did that thing that just die from my headgear? It looks like. It did. Wow! Another one? And so many ticks. Okay, we have to go outside and get rid of some stuff. Like, look at that. We will probably collect more of that nonsense. And more of that. You can make a tick-tock. How does a tick talk? Okay. With a Frostner. Okay. Let's make some of those. Plop. With an gear. Gear is a fantastic weapon if you don't want to die in dungeons. I would not have expected that with 2 beats of the gear that 2-star would be defeated. I really did not think that would work. Look at that amount of stuff behind that wall. Cannot even see if there is something moving still. Okay, let's see if we can lure some more. There is something walking somewhere. That's all of those guys. Okay, you get that. And I don't think Hawk. You can make ticks talk also with those bombs. Is that a 2-star? That is a 2-star. And that guy would one-shot me. So I'd rather have them cooking. More royal jelly. More stuff beyond that door. This thing here is a treasure trove. Like, what the frickin'? Glad I decided to go again and try to reach the other side here, because this is 2 more here, and then there is more stuff beyond that. YouTube is always so much behind. That is real troublesome. We are not hitting anything anymore there. Okay. I think we need to go home and come back the next day, because we are not rested anymore. Not quite sure. There is more stuff to be explored. We have not been through here. Can still hear a lot of stuff running around here. There, we have not been through here. Probably there is stuff beyond that. We're gonna go home and do some sleeping. I want to take that home for now. I'm not quite sure if we had found a great sword in the first infested mine we have been in. Not sure. Might be we have one already. Somewhere. I'm not quite sure where we have wooden weapons. I don't know. Might be that we have that on the other side in our other base. We do have a lot of carapace, that is for sure. Okay, gonna put that in here for now. And the wood goes there. And the cores go here. That's 16. That is fabulous, because that means we can make the zip-zap machine and the black forge and the galder table. That is fabulous. So where do we put, where have we got? There. Okay. And is there a place where we decided to put the fragments? Probably. I don't know where. We should have some fragments somewhere. But I don't know. We have been to an infested mine before, so there should be some fragments somewhere. But not in here. And not in here. Look at that. We have a great sword. We picked one up in the first. Not in here either. Where did we put that? Not in here either. Tuh. A little bit stumped. Let's go sleep and then we go over to our forest base and check there. Quite sure we have some fragments already somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna jump over there real quick because this is very strange. Like that was 6 black core stands in there, and we are on 1.5 resources, and that 4 we've got not in here, but maybe up there. Okay. I thought we had that. Maybe here. No. Okay. Well, we're gonna bring some of the the circling cores here because we do need to have more ovens. We cannot have more ovens because we do not have the iron. We do need more iron. What is needed to build a zip-zap machine? At least we don't... Well, we want an iron cage for that. Plenty of iron in the Mistlands. Yes, there's plenty of iron in the Mistlands if you find a place where you can get it from. And we have been on the lookout for that and have not seen a single aqueduct or bridge or something like that. So, if you don't find a bridge, you can't have the iron. Duh, that's not helpful. Okay, now what do? We will, I think, go clear out that mine to completion. And then we are going to pay the bone mass swamp a visit and dig up some iron. Absolutely true. I will find them right after I looted the bone mass swamp. That is what's gonna be happening. But you know what? I'm gonna be harvesting that stuff then too, because there is no such thing as you cannot have too much iron. There is no too much iron in this game. Okay, so now let's have a quick look. We have to go in there. I'm not sure if something is coming. Yeah. That seems to be the only one here. Okay. And more of your guy, your sort. There is more here. Okay. A little bit of cooking and then while they stew, we have been here and have been doing all of that here. Yes, yes. We did. They stopped stewing. I think we're gonna risk that. We are good. Do I want to probably ticks and all the likes. Can we lure that tick out of there now? Ooh, yeah, there is more ticks in there. Duh. Gonna stew all of them. Plop. Okay, that is that. Interesting. Nothing anymore. Got all of that. Okay, that is the downstairs. Okay. Nothing anymore. Then there is that place here. And I still can hear them. Are they beyond that door there? Just too far away for me to reach them. There is another core in there. Like this mine is crazy. They're upstairs, huh? That is nasty. That is the 7th of those stands here. Many ticks. Okay. Ticks do. And then I think they are to the side there. Okay, that is all of it. Everything here. I can't hear any more noises. Everything is quiet here now. I think we're done. That was extremely successful. Something broke my stuff here. Duh. I hate that when that happens. Cannot carry all of that, can we? We can. I don't have room in inventory. Well, now I have. Okay. That was successful. I'm happy with that. Now we have the problem that we cannot build what we want to build because we don't have the iron. So we have to go here. We have to go to the bone mass swamp. We have to do something about that. Gonna leave the ooze bombs here. Gonna leave that here. And the money. Also, we have not yet bought any eggs from our local egg vendor because we don't have iron. I think we are going to be collecting that number 11 portal and get that through the pocket portal, so we have that for our swamp adventure. That should be on the other side of here. I'm not completely mistaken. Somewhere over yonder. That I thought was where we left the number 11 portal. Well, we're gonna take those. But where is my number 11 portal? There it is, man. Okay, the number 11 portal is a no more. We're gonna rename that one 11. And we need to write down that we have that number 11 portal. As we don't need a death tracker, because the map is tracking it, gonna use that one here. Number 11 next to EF, or I will read that as if, on shore, north shore, N shore, first mist. I hope I remember. This is the first mist where we were. This is the north shore, and then the infested mine was here. That's my logic. I hope I can remember. Okay, swamp. We do have a bone mass portal over in our forest base, if I remember correctly. Oh, we have to do something here because this is gonna be Summerland. We don't have, we can't forget that we have a boat portal somewhere. We are running low on ice. Let's make a marker here. Boat. That we remember that there is a boat portal. If you can't remember your own logic, you got a scatterbrain. Oh wait, never mind. Well, I have stated more than once that I am a scatterbrain. That's something that I admit freely. Okay, swamping. We do have a pocket portal, do we? We do. Yeah, and a lot of other stuff too. Okay. Well, that is a crypt that we have already opened. Wait, before we do nasty things, we want to determine in which direction we are walking here, lest we do not find our way back. So, where is our trick that Roland Arthur tried to explain to us? So, like that. And then the light side, damn it. The light side will always go west. So, that is north. And we're gonna have our pocket compass there. That is north. Okay. So, we went due north from Bone Mass. And there is a sunken crypt here. And there is, I'm gonna be killed. I have not looked before I jumped. Fantastic. Okay, that's good. That's what we wanted. And those surtlings over there died. Because our surtling portal is here too. That is way interesting. Okay. Which one is that? circling 1. Aha. Okay, our circling 1 portal is there too. There is many sunken crypts here. Look at that. So many. Oh, I'm not dreading. Okay. I'm not dreading having more coal. I have to smelter lots of things. We're starting with that one here. Putting our portal down here. Crafting station. And furniture. And portal. All of that is a bad option. That. What is with you? Can you come out of the water, please, sir? And okay. I think we are going to get that home real quick. Get the swamp key and go to town getting us some iron. That is a little bit stupid because I think we have that stuff. There it is. Okay. Let's drop that right here. Should have brought the sledge. That would have made things easier. Yeah, that's fantastic. We got all the nonsense here. Ugh. Like all of it. Thank you, sir. I should have probably brought some poison thing stuff too. Can you come down from there? Yeah. Wow. I hate that. At least that spawner is dead. Should have brought a bonfire too. No iron in here, duh. At least we do not have visibility problems. There is one of those spawners in here too. And blobs. And all of it. Okay. We're gonna get the sledge. I don't want to do that. One death in 168 days is plenty. Don't need to do that again. Is it night already? Really? Yeah, it seems to be. Okay, we have some of that. Some blood clots. They are needed for some cooking things, for some meat things. Some monies. I think we have to go sleep first before we do anything else. Trophies. Sweatling cores. That. More ooze. Ah ha ha. have a lot of those. Maybe we have to reconsider that distribution here. And the coal. I think the coal needs to go over to our forest base. And I think we're gonna refill. That is full. That is full. That is full. Last furnace. In the end, we do want us some. Oh, Valheim goes splendid. I did die only once in 168 days here. And we are missed landing, and we found a very splendid infested mine. And also R2, welcome in. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? I hope you have been fabulous. Go and have dinner, Malina. Thank you for stopping by. Tomorrow at the latest. Looking forward to playing with you tomorrow, Malina. Have a wonderful evening, and we gonna be meeting tomorrow. We're gonna put that swamp key in here. We have to think up some kind of situation where we can store stuff. We have so many things to do. 70 hours in STS2. What is STS2, R2? Enlighten me. And it was released this month. So you have been playing whatever STS2 is for 70 hours in this month. Oh, Slay the Spire. Now I get ya. Never played that. I have played. Let's have a short break here. Put game on pause. I have played Icarus lately a little bit. And it's interesting, but it is even more grindy than Valheim is, to say the least. So yeah, not sure I'm going to play that for 5,000 hours like I did Valheim, but it is sure an interesting game. Icarus, yes, it's on sale right now for like I think €10 or something. It's an open world survival craft, of course. Would you think would it be with me playing? Yeah, it's an interesting game. Look it up, but you have to really grind some. Okay, let us have a short break here because I need something to drink, and then we're gonna be playing for one more day. Get some iron, get some things set up. Have a pause, have a snack, have a drink, stretch your legs. Fighting will resume soon. Be right back. Thank you for stopping by, King Under the Mountain. Have a good day at work. And don't overdo it, you know? Bye. Till next time.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forests dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail as Valkyries dreams you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with skill homes built. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden and banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Steep and frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. Another rains both sky and land, tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Misty glades and valleys deep, the mighty Jarls reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride.
Okay, I am back. I stretched my legs. Did you too? Let's go sleep and then wait before we forget. We got the sledgehammer. There we go. Yeah. I have been playing the demo of Windrose 2. That's also survival, pirate themed. I did not get a foot on the floor with that one. I had no patience for it. Trying some other things. I might at some point eventually do, when we're done with this Call to Arms no map thingy here, we are going... I should have eaten. I'm stupid. I'm going to probably stream Return to Moria for a while. We need to do some eating. Just to switch things up, I have been playing Return to Moria for a little bit. Not very much into the game, just the beginning. So we do need to do some cooking again. I could have lived with that. I should not have eaten that lux pie. Well, it is what it is. We're gonna get the coal, and then we're gonna clubber them Grogger in there to death. But first, let's get the coal from the Surtlings. We were full. We could not pick up everything from the second Surtling spawner over there. There is a... do we need more blood bags? Really? I don't know. I don't think. Probably. I've forgotten to bring the bonfire. I don't feel like killing those leeches there. But I want the coal for smeltering. Ugh. Who are you? And why are you here? You're dead. There we go. More Surtling cores. Okay. I want to clubber them to death. I don't want to deal with that here. I don't have to deal with that nonsense. Ha! Iron. Way too much to carry, but can get over there. Duh. Okay, we have to make a hole in that so we can get through here. And we are on 1.5 resources, so probably 1 or 2 sunken crypts will help reduce our iron shortage greatly. Give me that. That's enough. Just want to get that to here. There. And more monies. Not like we are not rich already, but Haldor has significant prices for eggs. We want to buy 2 eggs and build a chicken breeder. And for that we also need iron. So we have to do some massive iron mining. And I don't mind the leather scraps because we are going to need more ooze bombs going forward, I think. You dead. So much easier killing all of that stuff when you are in better gear. If that black metal pickaxe goes through that stuff like butter. Not gonna be a big deal clearing out some crypts here. We have to think up another solution. Jumping between those 2 bases is getting cumbersome, so probably in one of the next streams we will have to do some base building, less adventuring, more consolidating base building. I think we want to have some kind of a warehouse somewhere. Because that will make things easier. We got everything on this side. Yes, yes. This is not a big crypt here. There is nothing in here anymore. Okay. Leave that here. There's nothing left here. Oh yes, there is. Okay, cool. Treasure room, nice. No boxes though. Oh yes, there is one. Duh. Okay, okay, okay. Blubs. Sorry. That is a dead end too. I had hoped for a little more. But well, it is what it is, I think. And there's something here. I have to deliver all of that to the door first, because I cannot pick up any more. Inventory is full. I would not mind having one or the other chain either, because we are a little low on chains. Okay, nothing here anymore. Glitter, 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 get me that. That is a dead end. There is a way through here though. Okay, that is the end of it. Is there something we need to leave here? Yes, that. Can't carry the iron scrap. Where is the way out? There. Okay, that is everything in this first sunken crypt. No room in inventory, duh. That is not too much. Only some 80 or something. Not too happy with that. You cannot even carry all of that stuff home. Now we have to manage to get all of that stuff over to our forest base, and then we have to get the smelted metal back. That is cumbersome, friends. We do need to do some building here. We need to have smeltering facilities here, because that is not going to be working if we are constantly running back and forth between the two bases for the smeltering. Dum da dum da dum dum. That is not gonna lighten our load a lot. Still encumbered. At least now we are getting back some things we can do, because now we've got that. Yggdrasil is not where we want to go. That is our meadow space. We do need a name for our forest base. This is Summerland, but on the other side we don't have a name for the forest base. Yeah, that's that. And that. And that. Leather. Monies. All of that is a big old mess, friends. A big old mess. I don't like that in the least. We have to do something about that here. Just gonna jump over there and get the remaining stuff from the box. Is there by chance something laying around here? What is that? Scrap iron. Yeah. Some of that. And then there is... You know what we're gonna be doing? We are going to be getting us some wood. And we are going to be putting a post up top so we see from afar that we did that one and we don't bother to come look again. So we are going to X that one out and we can see from afar that we did that one. I think that's a good idea. And that was a very, very bad idea because I need to get that stuff home first. I'm gonna leave that wood here. I think in the next episode we are going to do another sunken mine so we can get all of that going. Sunken crypt, I should say. That needs to get to the smeltering place. Does anybody have any idea what we could name our forest place? Huh. I'm hard pressed for... I can't remember any name from any game I would like to use there. Whew. Okay, we've got the first iron here. How much is in there still? Only one. We can wait that out. We can have the second one going. Like that is just one in here. Come on, gimme. See what I mean? But this is gonna be cumbersome because we have to schlep that back and forth from one place to the other. That is the really bad. Well, also we have to do something about all of our nodes here. And I think that is right the wrong way around. Circling 1 is in a bone mass swamp, and circling 2 is east of the... That is the Yggdrasil. There we go. Have to do some note board where we can write things down. Okay. We are back in the iron business. What is needed for that big oven thingy? 15 iron. Man, that stuff is expensive. But for the sake of my sanity, we are going to allow ourselves to have a second oven. Because if we want to produce any significant number of food with that, that is not gonna work out. There. There is that. That needs to go in the oven. There. Okay, what's with the stone supply? That is probably just enough to finish the garden wall. Not even doing... Oh, we do have some fire here that has gone out. Let's get some wood and fire that up. That should be increasing the comfy level inside the workshop. Aha! Comfy level 3. Man, we do need some comfy in here. At least now we can cook a little bit more at a time. Let's do some plain bread. And man, I can tell you that fooling out there is getting on my nerves. Yeehaw! Where is that guy even? Yeehaw! Can't see it. Okay. Might be on this side. But there is the logs. Where are my logs? Way up there. Okay. We do need to do some gardening in the next episode. We have to make more barley. And I think we are 9 o'clock in the evening. It's time to end the episode here. We're gonna get our bread out of the oven and end the episode here. In the next episode, more iron and more base building. I think we have to have a warehouse somewhere here. We have to sort all of that stupid nonsense with the portals, so we get the things a little bit more consolidated and not jumping around all the time. We have to fell some birch trees, and yeah, that's it for today, I think. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will come back for the next session next Tuesday. On Friday there is going to be Trailblazer again, or probably some other trophy hunt event thingy. And don't forget there's videos to be watching too. So, with that, we're gonna save the game here. We're gonna quit the game here. We're gonna go over here. Karam, good evening and good night. Thank you for stopping by and watching. I hope to see you back next Tuesday. And with that, I bid you a good night. And we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon.